in the building. Ziggy Black is in the building. I would salute the old Bosley and Tank Head. Go check out old Bosley. He's doing a video with Tank Head. That's dope. He's definitely getting the real rights to pull up. And, you know, it's information, it's knowledge, and you're hearing it from real ones. You know what I'm saying? In the penitentiary. Definitely real ones. Salute to the combat militant. You heard? Today we go back into, Smitty Brim. Marcus was popping. Marcos Ruiz, you know what I'm saying? We're going back into the Smitty Brim. You know, the YB situation, the Tip Top situation, different situations. Flatbush, HatBush, and all that. Definitely shout out to all the real rights and all the real ones. You know what I'm saying? We're going to an era where, you know what I'm saying? We're going into an era where it was streets. It was more street stuff going on. The B and C wars from the street level, not the jail level, but the street level. And Flatbush, in the early 2000s, late 90s, was like the motherland of the B and C wars. Peace, Crazy Rule, you know what I'm saying? In New York City. Like, Clarkson, Vanderveer, you know what I'm saying? Utica Ave, Church, Lenox Road, 90s. So, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I can honestly say about these Crips is they was all somewhat united. It's definitely Sally Matthews and all that, you know what I'm saying? It goes into a time when there was a bad war. You know, a lot of the first, the B and C war that made the newspapers, was Brownsville. You know what I'm saying? They were doing drive-bys on bikes and all that, you know what I'm saying? That was that's when they said, like, Clarkson was the worst block. Yeah, exactly. We here, baby. Yeah, exactly. You know what time it was, man. A lot of the Jamaicans was hopping in that Crip whip. You know what I'm saying? That's when a lot of Crips was claiming 6-point star. You know what I'm saying? They had the folks before the Wound Chew and Hood Stars versus, Wave Gang and all that craziness. It was a different time in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? But definitely shout out to the chat, everybody here. We're gonna bring it to a dark time in Brooklyn when it really was a B and C war. Because every neighborhood didn't have a blood and Crip war. You may have had one like the west side of Harlem by Lenox, by 119th and all that with the homies and the Crips. But then certain parts, certain neighborhoods, you didn't have blood and Crip wars. You just had homies, you know what I'm saying? Homie on homie or homie on whatever's on their block, you know what I'm saying? So Flatbush had a real blood and Crip war. Like A-Tray, you know what I'm saying? You know the hoods, A-Tray and G-Stone and, neighborhoods and, you know what I'm saying, Rollins and, you know what I'm saying? We're going into the UK era, Tip Top and all those too. But how y'all doing today? St. Louis got an African American mayor. Her name is Tashia Jones. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Debbie shout out to my man Demas, man. My man D Coda. He's being Albany with Slop and all. You know what I'm saying? Official dude. I knew him since like I was a young cat. 1990, 1991, we was locked up together in Albany County Jail. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bags, Free Bags. I know Bags got bad luck, so Free Bags. We're going to a time in New York, man. The time that a lot of us heard about. Because it seems to be every time you put an OG Blood on the network, they keep saying how they never had no beef with no Crips. So we're going to an era where, for some reason, there was beef with Crips. You know what I'm saying? In the town of New York City. And it was a bad one, like I said, in Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? Yes. We're going into that time, man. But I might have somebody explain it better if that was there. Other than me just spitting, kicking the ballistics. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that was there. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, I think a lot of you guys that want to hear this game content, you really want to know how did it begin, but how did it get to the blood and Crip war? in Flatbush, because that's where it was crazy at. I mean, it was crazy in Flatbush with that BNC war thing. Yeah, that was crazy. Y'all know the homies, y'all know the people, you know the vibes, you know the people. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to St. Louis, West Side St. Louis, Wifey, Southern Belle. You heard? Y'all heard? But we're here in the building, man. We're getting in tune, we're getting in touch with the people. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm from Spanish Harlem, man, but I represent the loop. It's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to everybody in St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? It's weird because I remember going to 98th and Lennox Road, and that was Crip City. You know what I'm saying? It was 1,000 Crips out there. You know what I'm saying? And then all right, I'm gonna put you in my live. You know what I'm saying? It was 1,000 Crips out there. And you know, certain parts of Crown Heights was cripped up too. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. We here. We in the building. We popping. We Papino. What's Papino? What's Papino? Zeke Black is in the building. But we're gonna have Smitty. Smitty is gonna call. I'm gonna call Smitty, and we're gonna, you know, we're gonna touch off clearly where we, you know, basically ended at, because you know this is part of the streets. The BNC war on the streets in the beginning. We're not, you know what I'm saying? No doubt. That's me, brother. OG Crip Codes. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. No doubt. You know, and you know, when it comes to the culture, we let King speak, we let Nieta speak, we let everybody speak. We're gonna let Crips speak as well. OG Crips. And that's in New York. I remember, I'm talking about the 5 and 6 era. I'm talking about what dudes just came in the 5 and the 6. It was crazy. The blue and orange, the blue and gray. It was crazy. The parade. It was 8-balling and all that. See, in the streets it was a little more. It was a little more strategic. It was crazy because you had some dudes that was 8-balling. So you had the folks was rocking with the. You know what I'm saying? Then you had. You know, we had ABG. We might have had the Browns, I guess, in Long Island or some parts of. You know what I'm saying? Definitely salute the Rooster, you know what I'm saying? Salute the, you know what I'm saying? Salute the Rooster, you know what I'm saying? Marcus Garvey Village was folked out, you know what I'm saying? But you had some Crips like Hollywood that was putting their hands in feet on dudes. Yeah, you had a bunch of notable Crips that was from Bristol and all that, Riverdale and all that, you know, Chester. A bunch of notables, you heard? But, you know, we do this for the people, man. And when we do this for the people, and that's what I heard in Green. It was there was one that united. You know, we're in this together. You know what I'm saying? The whole united front. We do this together. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man. It's a dirty game, man. And once you realize that shit is a dirty game, man, you have to take it to the next step, man. So now, what we doing is we want people to think. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Get your mind right. Put yourself in the right place. Put yourself in the right perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's no time for no sucker shit. No time for, you know what I'm saying? It's no time for that no more. We have to be more conscious of what we do and how we move. You know what I'm saying? We have to be more conscious of what we do and how we move. You know what I'm saying? You know, we could go days and days about how the BNC war started, but it was a real BNC war in New York City. And that BNC war was going crazy in Flatbush. It was going crazy out there. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? So just, you know, Smitty's going to be able to enlighten you guys on a lot of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And, Marcos Ruiz, hit my IG is Z Black Feed the Wolves. Hit my IG and we could do a show. We could just call it and speak about your experience in being Crip. You know what I'm saying? And being around the Crips. You know what I'm saying? Joe Wall was in the building. Was talking about us in the building. You know what I'm saying? We here for the Nas. Dope. Rest in peace, Black Rob. It was dope. Peter Wayne was doing his thing singing. Subscribe to the brother. He actually sang at the church. At you know what I'm saying? And he did a great job. I don't know what happened with Revolt TV where it blacked out or he took the volume off. But subscribe to Peter Wayne, man. He actually sang at my father's funeral. You know what I'm saying? So subscribe to him, man. He's a good dude, man, from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Harlem. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So if you was looking at the Revolt, he did his thing singing. He sang at my father's funeral. You know what I'm saying? We had a jam, man. He's a good singer from uptown, man. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely been in the industry for a lot of years. Definitely shout out to my man Peter Wayne, P-E-T-A Wayne. You know what I'm saying? So definitely subscribe to him on IG, man. Go check him out. He sang at Black Rob situation at the church. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened with Vote TV, but it got a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? But definitely shout out to the pro. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I could actually tell his name better. Hold on one second. It's Peter Wayne. P-E-T-A-W-A-N-E. He definitely did his thing singing at Black Rob's funeral, you know what I'm saying, today. At the service, you know what I'm saying? So that's real, man. Shout out to Black Rob, man. Rest in peace, Black Rob, man. You know, he had like 4 or 5 strokes, man. You know what I'm saying? So he was twisted. We can say what we think or what we feel, but to have 4 or 5 strokes, his body was just breaking down. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Black Rob, man. You know what I'm saying? But definitely subscribe to my IG, Zeke Black, Feed the Wolves. You know what I'm saying? Now we're about to get to the nitty gritty. Before we get to the nitty gritty, we're going to take it back to the MNF streets. Take it back to the MNF streets. Hold on.
Did you know that you can make money?
Hold on. We take it back to the mother. Let's take us back, you know.
What I had to do with that nigga? Did you
We
what I
back
had
in
to
the
do with me,
streets.
nigga?
We back in the streets. You're Webster.
I said my Max got me. Who was you? You was Max, nigga. Yeah.
Take it back to the streets.
My Max got me. Why they don't got me? That's a fact. Did I send you something?
Yep.
Did I send
You
you
from
something?
Vanderbilt. Yep, Jim Brown.
You
You
pushed
from
the nigga head
Vanderbilt.
off and went to the box. I was trying to pull you to the house, bitch.
Salute. We here. Woo.
Exactly. I didn't like you, bitch, and you knew this. So if I face you in jail, why would you do this to me, bitch?
We're taking it back to the streets. On these corners. Salute, Chi-Town. Salute.
So why you fucking up with this stupid shit? You got stupid and you know I was going to make sure you was out. So why you get stupid?
We back on Webster,
No,
son.
if anybody was
We
going to
back
be
on
alright,
Web,
nigga,
son.
you was going to be alright. You just got stupid and you got sidetracked from the fucking stars. You saw me with Nicki, nigga, and you fucking got stupid. For what? I wasn't even in yet, nigga.
We take it to the streets. We took it to the streets. You know what I'm saying? We got to be mindful of the streets. Now, you know, to be fair, get your blunts ready. Shout out to my man Disco, though. Mr. Excitement himself. That's the guy. He's the guy. He's the president. I don't know where he's at. Just don't do nothing stupid. Shout out to Disco, man. Shout out to AK Mafia. Reflex, Underworld Radio. But it ain't over yet. It ain't over yet before I call a bro. What the fuck just happened here? What the hell just happened? Hold on, let me get my guy's channel, man. This is a wacky, but hold on one second. Hold on one second. You take it to the streets. Now, this is somewhere on a weird side block. Rest in peace to the Newports. Rest in peace to the Pullmans. Rest in peace to the Sox. $200. Run my nigga Disco, man. 200. Somewhere on web, bro. The hottest mixtape on the streets right now. Hottest shit on the street right now. 200. 200. You know what I'm saying? 200. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Best of disco. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Just a week ago, you know what I'm saying? Best of disco like Kaiser. Somewhere in the Bronx by Webb. Get the garments. $200. Wow. Newports, sneakers, socks, somewhere on web.
Right here. Take all this shit off. Take his pants off. Unbuckle his belt. Take his pants off. Take mine. That nigga ass in the dirt. I tell you what.
The dirty game in the Bronx. Shout out the Bronx. She had a reason to be in the Bronx to go to the Bronx. Definitely on Webster Avenue. The bunch of young boys in cars running around, taking people garments, taking sneakers and cigarettes and those type of. It's crap for $200. $200. But shout out to Old Bossy for that content. You know what I'm saying? Me in the building, man, nothing but love, man. I'm about to call him Rose. And his name ain't Jose. Shout out to my Puerto Ricans, though, my Boricua. Shout out to the Boricua Billies. Shout out to the Boricua Billies. Y'all put the thought to get those away now. The Boricua Billies. Right now you're like, yo, that nigga's a cabrón. He's a cabrón. He's a maricón. Every time he go live, I want to stab him. Them Puerto Ricans, the Puerto Rican non-trained niggas. Yo, Magoo, I kill. I'm telling you, not for nothing. I'll punch your lung. If I was in the yard with Zeke right now, I'll take his neck off. The Puerto Rican Bloods. So shout out to all the Puerto Rican Bloods. You know, Billy Gillum, Billy got him, Billy shot him, right? You know what I'm saying? We on the same page, Papa. Papa, we on the same page. This race relations, man. It just got a little racial a couple of days ago. A little racial. But nigga, back to the motherfucking spot on Lexington. Yo, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? This is Smitty. This is Smitty Brim.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Um, I knew we saw my YB yesterday, and what's your take on the YB situation with the him getting that situation with the Max, and then some bops jumping in the Mac whip? Like, how you feel about that?
I mean, like, the situation with YB is like, like I said, this shit was fucked up when they touched him and all that. That shit should never happen.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit should never went down because he was only trying to implement the real right way of brimming. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel he should have got touched. You know what I mean? As far as the Bob, people turned to Mac, and after the Mac shot YB, I feel like this, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a Mac thing. It was a low trying to basically take over, you know what I'm saying, the power within the, you know what I'm saying, within the army, you know what I'm saying? Like, because everybody within the army wasn't feeling that way, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wasn't feeling
yeah.
Like they didn't want to do no harm to YB, so
Yeah.
it wasn't an army call. It was basically a Larry O call. You feel what I'm saying? And the nigga that was under him, you know what I'm saying? So when everybody dispersed, then certain niggas went to Mag Baller, certain niggas went to Murder Side, certain niggas went to Hit Squad, certain niggas stayed basement. Certain niggas, you know what I'm saying, stayed ocean. Certain niggas kept their hoods, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a sense of, at dudes where they felt comfortable at.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you. I smell that.
Sitting up, brimming together at one time, and then, everybody started getting at each other. So it's like, it was different, but that's how that goes, you know what I mean? For the Mac situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, most of the Bobs turned to Mac. It wasn't no under pressure shit like the Max came through like, yo, all y'all niggas gotta turn back. Niggas went, you know what I'm saying? Like, you talk about Brooklyn niggas, you know what I'm saying? Majority of the bop was from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? The majority of the bop was from Brooklyn. So you talk about Brooklyn niggas. Picture niggas from, not saying the Bronx don't get busy or Harlem don't get busy or nothing like that. But picture some Bronx or Harlem niggas coming to Brooklyn talking about, yo, y'all niggas gotta turn this. Like, shit don't sound right.
You know what I'm saying? This shout out to Manhattan and the Bronx, but
yeah, shout out to the Bronx and Manhattan.
Brooklyn niggas happy. Brooklyn is like one of the first boroughs I seen dudes go building to building. Like seriously, like other projects may go my side against your side. You know what I mean? But you got dudes that be like, the building right there, you can't come in my building no more. Like, that's Brooklyn shit. You know what I'm saying? Dudes don't be allowed to go in other buildings in their projects.
That's a fact.
I'm like, these Brooklyn niggas is dangerous.
I mean, like, growing up, nigga, we had, like, down the block beef. You feel what I'm saying? Around the corner beef.
You know what I'm saying?
Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you walk into the store, you might have to hit your hand. You feel what I'm saying? So, that's the type of time we was on.
Now, I'll ask you a question. What was it like growing up in Vanderveer, being one of probably 10 Bloods that lived amongst all these Crips in that whole territory?
Oh no, that like it was lit. It was lit. It was definitely lit because of the, hold on. Yeah, it was definitely lit. Pardon me, y'all. It was definitely lit though, you know what I'm saying? Because it was only a handful of moves out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, YB was one of them. Yes. You know what I mean? That's how YB got his name. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man, my homie Bishop gave YB that name. You feel what I'm saying? Yes. When YB first came around. Yes. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, we calling you Young Blood from now. And YB ran with that name from then. You know what I'm saying? So pick up my son Bishop, free the homie Bishop. You know what I'm saying? But it was a lot. It was a selective few out there. It was a couple homies out there repping, putting it down. I don't want to spit niggas' names, like I said, because I don't know what niggas into, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
yeah.
there was a lot of niggas out in Vanderveer that was holding it down, that was blood before the Crip shit even started. You feel what I'm saying? Before niggas even thought about even repping Crip, it was Bloods in Vanderveer.
Oh, I never knew that. I just thought Vanderbilt was cripped out, so there was Bloods there first.
Hell no. That shit was Blood first. It wasn't until the nigga Biz came through, a dude named Biz came through, and he brought the movement from, you know what I'm saying, brought the movement out there to bed and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't until that nigga came out there and everybody started, you know what I'm saying, jumping on the bandwagon like, yo, we gonna be cripping and shit like that. Cause boy had family out there.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it was easier for him to move around basically because he had family out there. So, you know, he moved around, mingle what he had to mingle with the people he had to mingle with. And, you know, that's how he gained his popularity within the projects, you know what I'm saying? And that's how that Crip shit came about. But as far as the Bloods is concerned, you know, niggas it wasn't no violation with the homies out there, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not a day in my life a Crip ever violated me in Vanderbilt or any of my homies. You understand what I'm saying? So it was nothing to that nature, you know what I'm saying? We grew up with each other, so it was kind of mutual respect, like, y'all niggas y'all doing that, but we over here. If y'all play games, niggas will sting you. You feel what I'm saying? And it was vice versa. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how that went. It was a war zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember back in the days, it was to the point where, you know what I mean, you really had to check your territory of where you was at. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
And salute to Bev. You know what I'm saying? Bev is the originators, like before Vanderbilt. Yeah, I said, no, I can't even say that because, can I say that? Yeah, Bev is the Mecca. Beverly is the Mecca of Flatbush, man, as far as Bloods is concerned, man.
Wow.
As far as Diamonds is concerned.
Wow.
Bev is the Mecca. I don't go fuck with nobody say can't nobody disagree with me. Bev is the Mecca. Them niggas put on for Flatbush. They the reason the Brims is they the reason HatBush is HatBush.
Somebody named Jim Brown asked about who's Hubbard.
Who?
Hubbard.
Hubbard?
Hubbard, Hubbard, Hubbard. Who's Hubbard?
Hubbard. I don't know who he talking about. I don't know what he's talking about, but
Hootie. Somebody named Swagger Kid was a big blood by Hootie.
Oh yes, I mean I don't.
Oh, he said the Block Hubbard.
I mean, I know Spraga. Spraga, that's the homie. Yeah, that's the homie and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of the nines and shit like that. But I'm talking about niggas that was like in the streets. Like, not saying that Spraga wasn't in the streets doing what he doing and all that, but I'm talking about, you know, really putting in pain, like spinning that hammer and everything. You feel me? Like,
yeah,
not playing no games. You know.
Wow, that's you know what's funny, man? You learn a lot because when I used to read the newspaper and they said it was a ill war in Flatbush, you breaking it down like, wow, this is a real thing. Drive-bys on bikes and
that's
crazy.
That's the original Flatbush walk up, man. You know what I'm saying? When you come through the bush, and I mean you ride your bike through somebody's block. Put it down, air it out. That was the Flatbush ritual.
Wow, that's dope. You know, now I remember when I was uptown, right, and a bunch of cats from uptown was talking about this United Kings thing. Now their theory was it was something that some guy named Tip Top created with the Latin Kings. It was supposed to be some Kings and Crips united. Everybody say Zeke. That was a freestyle. What was the United Kings?
I mean, that was I can't talk too much on that.
Okay, gotcha.
I know them growing up, you know what I'm saying? I saw them growing up and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? I know salute to Tip and all that.
Yeah.
As far as the King situation, I don't know about him being connected with no kings.
Kings,
like
right?
That.
So that was different.
The Kings is like, at first, like, they come from a set of DJs, like United Kings, UK was like
the music
DJ
stuff.
Set. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was a DJ set. They used to go around DJ, rest in peace to my to the big bro Sleepy and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They was, you know, they used to DJ and shit like that. Not saying they wasn't gangsters and shit like that or putting it down and all that.
Yeah.
But, you know, they was older than me. You know what I'm saying? They was like, you know what I'm saying? Like my older cousins' ages and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really talk on them, but I know Tip is, you know, he's a stand-up dude for as far as I'm concerned. I don't know too much about his situation, so I can't talk on it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I know at one point he used to fuck with the Lokes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It was, you know, he was around that. You know what I'm saying? Doing the Loke shit and like that. You know what I'm saying? But I guess some shit happened with his little situation, and he wound up turning stone. He turned blood. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. But
now somebody said, "Oh, Hubbard is a street. Hubert or Hubbard?" My son Face Mob is the homie from Hubbard. Whatever Hubbard Street is that in Flatbush?
Only face I know from Flatbush. I mean, face I know is from the stop. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with that nigga. That nigga ran on me in the yard. So. Yeah. So that's the only face I know.
Wow. So that, you know what's crazy is that you it's funny because I remember when I used to see on YouTube that Tip Top was into promoting parties, so now it makes sense. He used to be a DJ.
Promote parties and stuff like that. So, you know, they was really matter of fact, they was Megatone. That's the name of they
what?
Set. That's the name of they set. They was Megatone, and UK was they clique and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, back in the days, they used to have little 3-letter gangs before the Blood and the Crips and the Folks and all that shit came around. They used to have 3-letter gangs around my area, like niggas like PRS, RPLs, and the Bush Rats, and you know what I'm saying? Like niggas from Argyle and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was niggas that was hitters. You know what I'm saying? They had these little 3-letter gangs and shit, 2MS and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like FAN and you know what I mean? It was different sections, TMs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Dudes used to have the 3-letter gangs and shit like that. You know what I mean? So UK was one of them. They was a stronghold in Flatbush. They made noise. You know what I'm saying? They definitely made noise.
Wow, that's you know because it was crazy because I remember reading in the newspaper, like I said, about the issues with the homies in the Crips in the papers. It was crazy. So I want to ask you a question. Other than the 3-letter gangs that you was growing up, was the Shower Posse still a big influence in Flatbush?
I mean, you know, the Yardies always gonna be an influence in Flatbush because everything is from the islands in Flatbush. You
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Understand that you got different islands in Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? It's like the West Indians all over again. You know, when you come to Flatbush, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, you know, that West Indian feeling is always gonna be in Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? We always gonna have that different type of vibe than Brooklyn. You feel what I'm saying? Than the whole Brooklyn. You feel what I'm saying? When you step in Flatbush, it's a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's like certain dudes that lived in East New York and Brownsville and certain places in Brooklyn that never been outside of East New York and Brownsville. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna catch a Flatbush nigga anywhere in Brooklyn in America. You feel what I'm saying? So
because it's funny. So basically, I'm gonna ask you a question. This may be I'm gonna ask you this question, right? So what was the first years that you can honestly say you seen Crips in Flatbush? Was it before 2000s or was it after 2000s?
Hell yeah, I can say like the first Crip I saw in Flatbush is the homie Cooley. You know what I'm saying? That big bro Cooley. You know what I'm saying? That's the family right there. You know what I'm saying? Like regardless of what flag you got, that's the first Crip I ever saw in Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? This nigga used to ride around with the beach cruiser and the checkered blue shirts with the blue flag on, like he was from fucking California, like he was a real, like we used to call him Devo in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like that was Devo. He used to ride around in the slippers, the Cali slippers on. He used to have like the Cali slippers on with the checkers. You know what I'm saying? Real Crip and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was really doing it. And that was definitely, and I could say this was like 95, 96, I could recall, if I recall. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's deep, man. That's deep. Because you know why? Because the first Crips I seen was on Fifth Avenue, and you could say East Harlem, West Harlem, Fifth to Lenox, you know what I'm saying? And that was the Harlem Crips, you know what I'm saying? But they was getting money, but those are the first Crips that I ever heard about was them, you know what I'm saying?
But you gotta understand, there was Crips down in Buffalo and like in the 70s.
Yeah.
Before fucking
that Sly Green guy.
Hit the city. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know.
Yeah, it's funny you said that because my boy, I remember he came home in the 90s. And he told me a story about some guy from Buffalo he was locked up with that was Crip. He said, yo, son was Crip, and he's from Buffalo. He was a big Crip. And he's talking about that LA Boys thing. You know what I'm saying? And then it was crazy because years later, I began to hear more about the Sly Green thing. So definitely shout out to Buffalo. He said that he didn't want to have them out there carjacking and everything else going on out there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's in history. That's a no. Just like the 30s, they like in Harlem, they the first ones that came out before the A-trays and they got the they got the neighborhoods now all of a sudden and shit like that round and round through New York and everything. But you know what I'm saying? The 30s was here way before the trays and everything. You know what I'm saying?
It was here early.
You know, like that's real shit.
Yeah. Because I remember when like that was like the 90s, early 90s when I first heard about the Rolling 30s. You know what I'm saying? The Harlem Crips. The first time I heard about them was the early, because my cousin had a baby mother that lived on their block. You know what I'm saying? He used to be like, yo, there's Crips over here. And that was different to us still because New York wasn't there yet. Like, the only time we heard Crips was like Spice One, if we thought he was Eazy-E, you know what I'm saying? The music, Snoop Dogg, you know what I'm saying? Too Short, if we thought he was Crip. Like, we wasn't digesting gang culture like that. Like, when we saw Colors, that was different for us. When we seen Boys in the Hood, we was like, yo, they bugging. When we see Menace to Society, that's what made us get interested in gang culture. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, yo.
Absolutely. That caught my eyes at one point when we saw the Little Menace and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Menace to Society was like, yo, now we got to see the blocks great. Because if you pay attention to Menace to Society, it's a story about a bunch of Crips. MC8 is Crip, you know what I'm saying? And how they broke it down, how it go in the hood. Because we was intrigued by it. Hold on 1 second. Somebody named King Crip 3 times said, ask Smitty, what's his take on the Bon Ton situation?
Oh, this clown. Oh man, I can't respect this dude, man. Like,
who's Bon Ton?
Oh, it's this dude from Vanderveer, man. You know, he was he was one of the big fish out there, you know what I'm saying? Basically running around doing this thing at one point, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't take nothing from the man for him doing this thing as, you know, putting in pain or doing what he do, you know what I'm saying? Because he put in his work. But I can take from him what he did, you know what I'm saying? The man got on the stand, you know what I'm saying, and pointed fingers at some stand-up dudes.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I got to sit down right now. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, my take on that is that I don't respect the dude. You understand what I'm saying? He did a whole interview with the guy, Bullis Gotti. I seen it over, like, probably a month ago, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that. 5 hours of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He talking on bullshit that he don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit that was in the past that he wasn't even outside with. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can only talk from 2003 to up, or 2004 to up, when niggas was gone already. You feel what I'm saying? You can't talk 2000, 8, 7, 6. You wasn't in the streets. You feel what I'm saying? You was outside, you know, playing basketball, running tournaments and shit. No disrespect to the niggas that was playing ball, because I was playing ball too, but you know what I mean? I was a different type of breed. You know what I mean? But he's a rat. You know what I'm saying? That's just the bottom line. The boy took a 5K one. You know what I'm saying? For all you niggas out there that's sitting up here that's saying, oh, boy is not a rat, he's a rat. You know what I'm saying? When a nigga get on the stand, you understand what I'm saying? First of all, when a nigga get locked up, you understand? Because I've been in federal prison. You understand what I'm saying? So when a nigga get locked up, you know what I mean, for a gun, right? And he has...
shout out to Bullis Guy, though. He's just a journalist.
He has numerous...
Shout out to police. They're just journalists, but let's keep going. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yeah, no disrespect. No disrespect because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's just doing the interviews. You know what I mean? He's just the messenger. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got no problems with Boy. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? The other dude, Bonton, I do have a problem with. Like I said, I've been in federal prison. You know what I mean? It's nobody in this world that has felonies. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's implemented in paperwork that if any, you know, like, if you get knocked with a hammer, you understand what I'm saying? Your second or third felony. You understand? And you step in that federal prison, you understand? You doing 10 or better, bro. You're not there five, at least 5. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? You don't get knocked for no hammer. You understand what I'm saying? And then out the blue, you out 2 years later, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't go like that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, my whole take is this, boy. You can't say you didn't rat when you sat on the stand and gave the law a story. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. In federal prison, you understand what I'm saying? Dudes could rap without, you know, motherfuckers in the streets knowing because they don't know how the paperwork go. You understand what I'm saying? But Boy took a 5K1. That's why he was in Queens. You understand? Sitting up in a motherfucking spot with 6'9".
Yo, hold on. Don't let me bug out. Was that spot by the DMV off of Rockaway? The warehouses in the back?
Bro, I wouldn't even know because I'm not a rep.
Yeah.
Know
you know
what I'm saying? When I checked in, I had to check into MBC. I had to check into a hard bed, a hard mat. You understand what I'm saying? Straight up and down.
They had that nigga in the baby con.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
they had that nigga in the warehouse. You hear me?
Yeah, they had niggas in the warehouse. You know what I'm saying? So that's what type of dude he is. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with Boy. You know what I'm saying? He's not no gangster. You know what I'm saying? Far as in my eyes, to niggas' eyes, whatever work he put in after I left and my team left, then they may look at him as a gangster. But to me, he's not a gangster. I don't look at him as a gangster. Never would look at him as a gangster. You understand what I'm saying? To me, his name is Dale. That's what I know him as. The rest of these niggas know him as Krill, Gates, and Bonton. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just like that. Fuck that nigga. I don't fuck with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. That nigga's no good in my hood.
Is Vanderveer GD now?
Yeah, you could say that.
I never knew that.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. You could say that in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna sugarcoat that shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't GD because niggas took over though. You understand what I'm saying? That's where niggas get it wrong. It ain't GD because niggas took over. Like, niggas just came in the van and said, yo, this shit is GD. Nah, niggas can't. The babies that's in there that's GD is babies that we watch grow up. You understand what I'm saying? Their fathers raised us. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So for us to bun their skin is like bunning our own skin. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But anything outside of that is different. You know? It's different. It's fair game. You know?
That's a fact.
And that's how that go.
Right, because you know what? That's why we're doing this. We're giving you the time in New York that your need to hear. Not it has nothing to do with jail, but this is what was going on in the streets of New York. Hold on 1 second. You hear me? 1 second. Now, this is real because I remember it was a bad war in Brooklyn between the Bloods and Crips, right? And when I first read the article, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it was because everybody wasn't warned like that. Now I'm not gonna front. I'm saying Albany, it was sort of like that because there was a lot of Crips. I ain't gonna front. In Albany, when the Crip thing spread it, I think it spread it from the influences of Green Correctional Facility. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes was coming home from Green Crip. You know what I'm saying? So
but you gotta understand that was the Flatbush, Crown Heights, Brownsville movement. East New York. That was the Flatbush, Crown Heights, Brownsville, East New York movement. You understand what I'm saying? All that shit that came from Green and out of Green. All that shit was Brownsville niggas. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Flatbush niggas, East New York niggas, Crown Heights niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas like Birdo, niggas like Hollywood, niggas like Rep, niggas like Biz, niggas like Lolo, God bless the dead. Niggas like motherfucking Ron. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like Killer. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was like, you know, going through the spots, you know, really putting it down. My son Sally, my son Sidio from Sally Gangsters. You understand what I'm saying?
Now,
Like,
question. It's funny you said that.
Who else? My son Teddy from GSC. You know what I'm saying? These niggas was like really on the island, coming through in the streets, really, you know what I'm saying, making that happen. God bless the dad, my bro Jamil. You understand what I'm saying? KO. You know what I mean? These niggas, God bless the dead Creek. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
oh, you know Creek?
Of course I know Insane Gangster Creek. God bless the dead Creek.
That's the one that died in Brown. He the one that got he died in the Ville.
He died by police. Jamil Nelson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? I witnessed him pop the bottle off in Kentucky. You understand? Like, I gave, you know what I mean? And I kept it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what it is. So it's like, it's not no, you know, it's not no fabrication or no stories to this shit. Flatbush, Crown Heights, East New York, and Brownsville, as a collective, they all put in their own work in their own ways to make this shit what it is today. So it's not no, like, yo, we made this shit like it is, or that. Nah, it was niggas doing it all through Brooklyn. Like, Brooklyn was putting that shit on the map. Just like, I don't understand, like, why, like, you know, coming up, how Canarsie and Vanderveer is beefing. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, in my era, us and Canarsie was connected. You understand? Like, the older heads, like my age right now, is probably still connected. You know what I'm saying? They still fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying? To this day. So I don't understand how Vanderveer and, you know, Canarsie is beefing. You know, just go through generations change. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
You know?
Crazy time, man. And what they want to say is that, you know, through the crazy time, things didn't change, man. Because, you know, all this new movement stuff, all this, you know, the waves and the music, and I think a lot of the crime led to the new crime with these young boys, these segregations and these cliques. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're right though, because my boy could have charged with Canarsie. He said all the private houses was Crips. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of Crips, and he was from the projects. And he was like, but now it's like the Crips might run with the homies. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's not everywhere though. Yeah. That's not everywhere in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? It's basically like who you choose to be with. You understand? That's not everywhere in Brooklyn. It's a war zone out there. We all know that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the Crips that's fucking with each other. You gotta understand, this is block shit. You understand? If you see a motherfucker that's next to a blood that's next to a Crip, or a Crip that's next to a blood, guaranteed they live block radius of a block away, 2 blocks away, or on the same block. You understand? Motherfuckers ain't coming from the other side of town. You know what I'm saying? Unless they tight. You feel what I'm saying? Or they really fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like that. It's not how the media is seeing it, or motherfuckers is portraying it to be on the videos and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. You know what I mean? Like, I'm from both sides of the bush. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a chance to see both sides. You feel? I was born and raised on East 21st between Woodruff and Caton. Shout out the back blocks. You know what I'm saying? My son Deuce back. You know what I'm saying? Max Bino, all them niggas. My son Patty and all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out there getting that bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, my son Chinese Max, Asian Max and all them niggas. Them niggas out there, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was really out there taking paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, real shit. You know? Cause
that's, you know what's crazy? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This is something special, Smitty. You got like 40 Crips in this chat right now. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? And you're not even Crip. That goes to show how much New York history that you know, bro. You grew up in the area. It's crazy. You got mad Crips in this chat.
Listen, I used to be amongst that shit. You know what I'm saying? Before I was My cats is wailing right now.
Yo, you got like 50 Crips in here right now, bro. And it's love. You see how what you speak, because remember you said you used to be around it before. So it's like you seen the movements. You seen, like, it's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna front. New York, Brooklyn was dangerous at that point in time. Nah, Matthew, he wasn't Crip. He just grew up around them.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. 1 second, Charlie. 1 second. 1 second. Say that again now.
I said, hey, somebody asked was you Crip. Yeah, he just grew up around them. You know what I'm saying?
He said what?
Somebody asked was you Crip. I'm like, nah, he just grew up around them. You know what I'm saying? He just grew up in their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? He grew up in their hood.
Nah. I used to fuck with the 5-5-C's heavy.
What the hell's a 5-5-C? See, that's that Crip shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
I used to fuck with the 5-5-C's heavy. That's my son Ace and them niggas and shit like that.
Oh.
You know, there's no denying that. I used to fuck with them niggas heavy, but as you know, like growing up in the bush at that time, it's like everybody adapted to it because, you know, Bloods was like the enemies of New York at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like they was going around cutting people. So everybody basically disliked them. So,
yeah,
you know, my hood, which is Flatbush.
Yes.
Basically, one of the hoods that didn't agree with what was going down in New York. They didn't like kind of the Bloods was moving and shit like that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that was really a major reason why Flatbush turned Crip, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't like how, you know, niggas was getting cut and shit like that. And, you know, shit like that. So, you know, I used to fuck with them niggas. I used to roll around with these niggas all day. So I know a lot of shit. You understand what I'm saying? So when I turned Blood, you know what I'm saying? It's like for my reasons, because I see a lot of shit that's happening right now today. Like niggas like Dale. He had a situation that he should have never had.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Here we go. Like motherfuckers been putting in pain in the streets and doing what they do in the streets, and you give this nigga that been playing basketball damn near all his life and wanting to be a gangster and wanting to live in somebody else's shoes. You understand what I'm saying? The power. You understand what I'm saying? And they go to abuse. You understand what I'm saying? Because when a nigga used to get violated all day, smacked up, and disrespected, you understand what I'm saying?
Cats is wild, son.
He tends to hold that. He tends to hold them grudges and be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get these niggas back now that I got the power. You know?
That's deep, bro. So, because you know why? Because one day I was with my boy, and he was in the 50s, and there was a crew called the Outlaws. They wasn't Bloods, but there was some Jamaican clique in the 50s called the Outlaws. And allegedly, one of the Outlaws slapped Pop Smoke in the video. He was like, yo, you Crip. And allegedly, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. And they slapped him. What was the Outlaws? Like, what kind of, they said they was dangerous, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean?
I don't want to talk on the homie Pop, because that's
not Pop. Yeah, talk the Outlaws. Yeah, not Pop.
That was the little homie.
Yeah.
Kiki that did that and shit like that. God bless the dead. Both of them is dead. You understand? Police shot Kiki. You know what I'm saying? And you know, everybody already know what happened to Pop. But like I said, you know, that's regular kid shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get caught on the junction. Like we used to do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point where you couldn't even come to the junction. You know what I mean? Like I used to destroy motherfuckers on the junction. You understand what I'm saying? Especially if I saw you out of bounds. You know what I mean? From a different hood, like, oh yeah, he's out of bounds, you know? So like the junction was like it was fair game on the junction. Like you get caught slipping, you know, because everybody gotta go through there. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody gotta go through there. That's just like us when we going through to school to Sheepshead Bay. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta hold it down. You feel what I'm saying? Like niggas in the Bay, they was trying to put pressure on us. but we had to hold it down. You know what I'm saying? We fucking 20 blocks away from home. These niggas live right across the street from the school. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the type of shit we had to go through growing up. You know what I mean? Like, it's just basic, you know? So.
He said Bloods was not allowed on the junction at one time. Is that true?
What he said?
Somebody said the Bloods wasn't allowed on Broadway Junction at one point in time.
On Broadway Junction or the regular junction?
What's the junction? Yeah, no, he said the junction.
There's two junctions.
He said the junction.
Broadway Junction, which is like East New York, Brownsville bound. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the junction, the Flatbush Junction.
He said junction. Yeah. He said junction.
All right, so the junction, he talking about, when he say the junction, he's talking about the Flatbush Junction, because we call it the junction. Now, when you say Broadway Junction, that's what you mean. You mean in Broadway Junction.
So East, right?
He's saying the junction, he's saying the junction. So, yeah, he probably is right about that.
Well, what's the junction?
At one point, you know what I'm saying, the Crips had the threshold. They had that shit in the threshold, so I went and put it past them. I was locked up already. I was locked up in 2000. I did 7.5 years. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and my niggas that was blood, we was already gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm not saying that if we was there, everybody in the P's would have been blood, but it would have been a different outcome.
Yeah.
You know? It would have been a way, way different outcome.
So, you know what's crazy? Is that I remember when I was up north, a lot of dudes was talking about a Crip named Snoop that was in Cypress Projects. He was for some weird reason, he was a popular name in like 2010. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're like Snoop from Cypress was putting it in. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I can say about the Crips, they all seem to know each other, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they all seem to have some type of unity. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they came up together. You gotta understand that they came up together. Like I told you, you know what I'm saying? Like, Flatbush, Crown Heights, East New York, Brownsville, all that shit is connected. You understand? Motherfuckers is like, they know they hood. They know who's in the hood. We played ball together coming up. You understand what I'm saying? We did everything coming up together. You understand? Manhunt, all that shit together. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Not as a block, as the hood. You feel what I'm saying? So it's always going to be that tight-knitted. Whereas Damu, you could be Damu from anywhere. The set is the set. You feel what I'm saying? You could be G-Shine from Staten Island and the Bronx, and I never met you a day in my life. You feel what I'm saying? Whereas these dudes are around each other 24/7. That's why the money is never going nowhere, or they not losing ground. You understand what I'm saying? The only reason they losing is because they beefing amongst each other.
I get you. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. But this is history. This is history because this is the history that y'all want to know. Because this is the banging part of New York City. The last real banging was Bloods and Crips really going to war in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know, like, what the fuck was...
It ain't no more wars after that. Like, the folks is coming through and shit like that, but that shit is like... That shit is baby shit, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if motherfuckers push the button on them, they're not as big as they think they are. You understand? If everybody push the button and mash the button on them like they mash the buttons on the Crips, there wouldn't be no such thing as folk in New York. And I'm keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, if everybody mashed the buttons right now and push the button on the folks, it wouldn't be no such thing as folks in New York. They'd be running everywhere. You understand? Like, they have to stay in Atlanta, you know? So, it's real talk.
It's real talk, man. And I think it's good for the people, man, because you know why I say that for? Because this is New York. This is the New York. Because let me tell you something. You ask the average old blood, I don't bang on Crips. They say I was with the B and C war shit. So we can't put them in the parameters. So the blood, the street wars was some real situations. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna say, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. To hear that the homies that lived in Vanderveer, yo, that was like you was in real Crip territory. It was just like going to Brownsville, like Sally Matthews. That's Crip territory, bro. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Right off of Pickett Avenue. You go into Sally Matthews, they just have a Crip on the floor. You hear me? And graffiti. Like, yo, what the fuck is this? A big Crip thing. Now the funny part was Sight Bite from Sally Matthews, or he had ties to Sally Matthews?
To tell you the truth, I don't know Psych Bike and them nigga situation because I just know Psych Bike from being in the pen and seeing them in the hood like a few times. I see them probably like once or twice in the hood, and then I see them twice in the pen. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know really Psych Bike situation like us in the 90s. Like I salute the 90s. They some official hitters and all that, but
somebody's asked.
We ain't really too fond of the 90s.
Yeah. Somebody said, does he know 8-Ball from the Bush, all gal gangsters?
Yeah, I know all the my niggas from Argyle. Shout out my son Georgie and all them niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? My son Fuse and all them niggas, get money niggas over there, man. Argyle been taking paper since the fucking 80s, man. You know what I'm saying? The niggas been taking money since the 80s over there, man. Shout out my nigga O and all them niggas over there, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. God bless the dead, man. My son Steven and all them niggas, man. Y'all singing all them niggas, man. Real niggas, man. For real.
We got y'all. We have y'all in Brooklyn. We got y'all in Brooklyn. See, I remember the first time I came through that area, my man was like, nah, son, there's mad folks over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go over there. Like, nah, son. I'm like, huh? Nah, that's just... But I got in front. At that time, the folks was banging, was going to war with the ABG niggas in the projects. You know what I'm saying? And it was like... That's New York history.
At the time. That was the Garvey.
That's the Garvey. Shout out to Marcus Garvey Village, man. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
That's a fact. The Garvey was
this is the shit y'all reading in the newspaper. Now y'all see that the jail and the street wars are two different things. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yeah, the jails and the streets always gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas is pushing the buttons behind the cell. You feel what I'm saying? Where in the streets it's live action. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck what. It's so much a motherfucker from behind the walls can say. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's so much a motherfucker could do. You know what I'm saying? But the New York politics it don't begin behind the walls. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's real shit going on in the streets. It's real get money niggas. You understand what I'm saying? It's real motherfuckers taking paper. It's motherfuckers that's out here, that young motherfuckers out here taking more paper than the OGs. You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't understand how niggas look at it and get this shit twisted or, misconstrued like this shit is like like this play out here. Ain't nothing play out here.
Play. You know what me and Smitty are trying to do. We got a situation where we both agree on we have to restore the feelings, and to restore the feelings, we're taking the situation out of the jail and we're bringing it to the streets. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, there was a point in time when it was dangerous in Brooklyn to wear red in anything in Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? Unless you had to be a pop artist or they had to know you, because you wasn't running through there with red flags on. Those Crips was running up on you. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up?
That's a fact. Listen, man, I done had niggas run up on me, man. I don't got to tell all my stories. I let the streets tell my stories. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the type of nigga that'd be like, yo, I did this, I did that, I ran down on this, I ran down on that. You know what I mean? Like, my name speaks for itself. When you ask about Smitty and Flatbush, all you gonna hear is honorable shit. You understand? Like, motherfuckers a stand-up dude. I did all my bids. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, I don't try to be bigger than who I am, but I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody gonna violate me, and nobody ever violated me. And that's how that shit gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? I was born in, you know what I'm saying? Like, I came from a official family. You know what I'm saying? My bloodline is from kings and queens. You know what I'm saying? So, I was taught well, you know what I'm saying, about gods and earth. You know what I'm saying? So I had knowledge of self at a young age. You understand what I'm saying? So I was already ahead of motherfuckers that thought they was ahead of me. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the realness in it, But like I said, Flatbush was real, man. There wasn't no cuts in. There wasn't no cutting no corners in there. Like you had to protect everything. Your sneakers. You understand what I'm saying? Everything, your clothes, everything. Anytime you walk out your house, you had to protect yourself. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for real, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no game. Motherfuckers was game everything. I remember, I remember one day in Flatbush, no lie, the new pennies that came out, the all blue pennies with the ripples in it. You know what I'm saying? Them shit was like 180, 200 at the time. This was like 9.8, if I'm not mistaken, 9.7, 9.8. Them shits just came out. Bro, like in my hood, the dude, he caught them from somebody in the next hood. He made somebody else kick them shits off his feet. Yo, no lie. Not on no bum shit or nothing. Like, the dude that came over there with them sneakers, like by noontime, somebody else in my hood had them on. Plucked him out for them. You understand what I'm saying? Then at the nighttime, my son Reefy had them shits on. God bless the dead. He done plucked him out for them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's how real it was. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It was like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, for real. You coming around here moving, thinking you want some boss dog shit, I'm going to show you that you're not a boss. Right. I'm going to put you in your place. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's wrong with today. Ain't nobody putting nobody in their place. Everybody just letting shit slide. If niggas is ratting, they letting it slide. You understand? If niggas out here violating these young girls, niggas letting it slide. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? If niggas making a call that's wrong, niggas letting it slide. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when the fuck is motherfuckers gonna be men and be like, yo, nah, that shit ain't happening. We ain't doing that. We ain't going for that. You know?
That's a fact, and that's why that's why we're doing this for. Because I'm gonna tell you something. There's a lot of homies on here. There's a lot of Crips. You see, they're not beefing in the comments, and that's how it's supposed to be, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? When I went to go see, like you know, like I said, when I went to go see, you know, YB. It sort of twisted his head, like why son did what he did. But you know what? Karma is a motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? And the worst part of the karma is now that y'all created something that was great with the bop, and it's all brim love. Nigga, a lot of dudes don't understand the power in that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, who'd have thought 8 dudes or 20 dudes from Vanderveer would have created something that was so great? You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like, who'd have thought that? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. That Crip thing was heavy. Like, uptown, you don't see that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But definitely, you know what I'm saying? Definitely in Flatbush and all that, you had different Crip hoods. It was crazy. You had dudes walking about blue Crip capes, and it was crazy. Sutter and Livonia and all that. You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? They was really Cripping. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So just to be blood in that time in those areas, what was worse than being a Crip in jail? You know what I'm saying? Because you got dudes that got guns.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta go. I gotta make a move, y'all. Give me a minute. I'll be right back.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? That's Smitty Blow Dollars, man. In the building, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the 6. You know what I'm saying? It's you know what I'm saying? The Crips and Browns will be wilding, bro. You know what I'm saying? We here to restore the feelings. You know what I'm saying? We here to restore the feelings, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think I like the fact that Smitty called because it's just bringing the people together, man. It's bringing the people together, man, and it's information, it's knowledge, and it's power. Yeah. Hell yeah. King Crip, you know what I'm saying? Facts. That's a fact, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times we gotta hear this, you know what I'm saying? We gotta hear this. We gotta have these conversations because I think a lot of times all right, no doubt. Yo, hit my inbox, D Brim. Hit my inbox, you heard? It's Zeke Black Feed the Wolves on my IG. hit it. We could talk about that, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I tell dudes, man, we're just here to restore the feelings, man. We're not here to play with nobody. We're not here to play games with nobody. We're not here to, you know what I'm saying? We're just here to restore the feelings, you know what I'm saying? Wow. Dudes don't be right, man. Dudes don't be righteous, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it ain't our job to G-check every one of them that's wrong, but at some point in time, man, you gotta get your mind right, your life right, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas gotta get their minds right, man, you know what I'm saying? We get that together, we gonna win. That's how dudes win. We all win together, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all information. Let's see the bedroom answers. Let's see the. See, I'm not drunk this time. Slow, but this guy in the building. Let's see the bedroom answers. I'm not sauce this time. Yeah. Manny had a position. That's a fact. He definitely did, man. Yep, Manny definitely had a position with that shit, you know what I'm saying? Bedroom. Good catch him. Get the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a fact. See your brother hippie, you know what I'm saying? Is he black? But is Manny home? Or he's still in the pen? You know what I'm saying? This is real, man. This is real where we can talk to the people, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, man. We got mad Crips in the chat right now, which is good. Because it's good for the culture, you know what I'm saying? You hear me? One thing about the Crips, too, they're not going to go back and forth beefing all day. I give them credit, you know what I'm saying? I got to salute, I super salute them on that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I say about the Crips. They keep their shit to themselves. Unless you following them heavy, you're not gonna know a Crip issue. Yo. Jay Steven was Papino. Wow, was Stackino was Papino. Oh, I thought Manny Brim was locked up. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Wow. Look, Wolf Chris said the Sig got next to one of the homeboys in the hood who was putting on the Allen '05, and he gave him the status to bring ABK to Brownsville. Salute the Duke Low. He was giving pain on the rock. You know what I'm saying? Whoop. Marley Harris. You know what I'm saying? 50 dudes, 5 dudes. Hoover was in Brooklyn. Where? Manny from LI. I see my first Hoover early 2000s in Brooklyn. I don't know what dude talking about. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? Let's rep our sets, man. Rep your Crip sets. You work? Rep your Crip sets, man. Y'all part is New York history too, you know what I'm saying? Rep your Crip sets, man. You know what I'm saying? Smitty laying the murder is laying it down. Yeah, definitely shout out to the Crips in Albany, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. Shout out to the Crips in Albany, you know what I'm saying? All in the 60s, you know, A train. Yeah. Hello? What's good? See what's up? I hear you. What's up? Oh, the bedroom. My bad. I'm sober this time. This is King Crip, live from Jamaica. How you feel about this show, King Crip?
Oh, I'm good, man. I was actually tuned in, but my phone was down when you were calling me, so I just picked it up and started next call.
Yes. Thank you for calling back, man. I'm sober now. The other day I was super hyped. I was someplace else. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? But I'm happy that, you know why? Because
The thing is, I wanted to say was that with us, with the low, we don't really put our business out there. Like,
y'all
you know what I'm
don't.
saying?
Y'all don't, bro.
But I see a lot of misinformation in the comment section. And I'm not going to clear everything up, but Jay Collins, I'm going to give you a little rundown. Jay Collins, it's like he know a little something, but it's like most of the information that we got is bullshit. I mean, I don't mean to say it like that, but like straight up is like it's bullshit. Like on Woodruff, it was RGC and folks. You know what I mean? Over there by Caton Park side, you didn't even have no A trade back in the day on that side. Cooley and all them was Hoover before they became A trade. You know what I mean?
History.
All the niggas from church, from the chicken spot, come right back to Caton, all the niggas was Hoover before they became A trade. You know what I mean? RGC back in the days is like it's not no one neighborhood where Pets is at. Like Woodruff and RGC and OGC was mixed like Parkside, Lennox, Lindman, and right back to Everett, all the way down to like Sterling, Northridge, Brooklyn, New York, Kingston Ave. You know what I mean? Then when you hit Albany Ave now, that is the G-Stone. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I didn't know that. Wow.
all the sets was like mixed up in all the different neighborhoods. Like it was no one date for a particular set. Like you could go on a block with 38 trades, and then 20 blocks over is another 8 trade headquarter, and then 10 blocks over is the Insane headquarter, 5 blocks over is the OGC headquarter. It's like all the sets has mad different headquarters, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts. That's real, bro. And that's why. Wow, that's real. I'm learning something.
Like, I'm going to speak on this because you speaking on my comrade. Snoop that died, that's my comrade. Like,
oh, Snoop from East New York?
Nah, you got 3 different Snoops. You got Cowboy Snoop, you got Snoop from Cyprus, and you got Snoop that's insane.
That's what I was talking about, the Snoop from Cyprus.
Yeah, Snoop that's insane. He got killed in Wingate Park.
Wow.
I saw Jay Collins putting up like his own homie set him up. That's not true, bro. He said how niggas knew he was in Wingate Park. Like, me and the homies was in Wingate Park every single day. You know what I mean? And it was no beef with no IBC at the time. It was that niggas was making a transition. It wasn't no beef. There's no more IBC. Everybody's together right now. It's IBC. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So it's a lot of
That's a piece smooth.
miscommunication and misinformation being put out there.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate. No, this is why I called you for, because you know it's different, because the brother was speaking. He homie, but he's telling about his time in Vanderveer when, I'm not gonna lie to you, that Crip situation was more highlighted in Brooklyn, because for some strange reason, y'all had a bloody Crip war. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That was real. And it was like, it wasn't like uptown, it wasn't like the Bronx. You know, things was happening, but I remember the Daily News had an article that was like, yo, there's a war on 90 at East Flatbush. And they was saying like people was getting shot every day, and it was crazy. And I was just like, yo, man, to speak to the people that was around that, it was like y'all was really on some California shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, that was a different time, because everywhere wasn't like that in New York City. You know what I'm saying?
And basically, everything Smitty said, that's actual fact.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything Smitty said was actual fact, man. Because Smitty is a brother like me, like, he's back in the day, Crips, and he's back in the day down there from in the bush.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he basically told it like it is. Like when he was talking, I found him there. I'm like, them niggas spanked me one time on Beverly and Northern, because it's like I was the type of nigga as an adolescent. It don't matter where I went with my bandana. If I'm going to school and my mom's going to tell me to leave, I had my.
Wow, that's deep, bro.
And all that. Like, I was like a bad kid growing up. But like, what Smitty was saying is that all that shit is actual fact. You know what I mean? But only thing I didn't like was like, all right, both, I'm not both to TikTok. You gotta give him a shot, but I just didn't like that move, because at the time, back in the days, like, UK was not Crip, but everybody had it as Crips, because
Oh, got you.
we moved so insane.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We had handshakes together and all that. You know what I mean?
But they wasn't Crip. Gotcha. Yeah, so it's been confirmed UK wasn't Crips. They just was cool with Crips, and they had the handshake. You know what I'm saying? And that happens with like even with the homie shit, where dudes is cool with people, so you do circles and they toss it up. You know what I'm saying? So that's understandable from a realistic perspective in the street. You know what I'm saying? You know what's crazy, man? Is that you're speaking about a time in New York that these guys are hearing now. Has nothing to do with jail. This is some street shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And
I see people commenting. I wouldn't say the gangs in New York is fake. Is that all the gangs, whether it's Blood, Crips, GD, it's like we connected with something that came from California, but to how all the gangs came to New York, we was misguided, because even with the Crips, when Crips came to New York, we was all banging 6-1 star. I got a 6-1 star tatted on my body.
Ah, she's in the okay. So you got
most of the first generation Crips got a 6-1 star tatted on their body. You know what I mean? It's like it took years of learning and history and linking up with niggas from whatever state was official, or because not necessarily California don't like GD, so that's why I'm saying state. You know what I mean? Whether it's Blood and Chris linking up with the official set from California, and he's linking up with the official set from Chicago. That's where all the official history started coming in. You know what I mean? And that should even started internal problem, because now, back in the day, all the blood sets used to cheerlead each other, all the Crips sets used to cheerlead each other, but once niggas started linking up with the turf, it's like niggas just telling you, oh, we got beef with this Crip set, even though we Crips.
Yeah,
back in the days in New York, it's like, it don't matter what set you claim. Everybody used to piece each other, everybody was good, but since niggas started linking up, it's like, you gotta fall in line with what your set is doing in the history of your set. So it's like, you might have a nigga you used to chill with. Like, I'm just going to use this as an example. A nigga might be a trade, a nigga might be rolling 50s. Back in the days in the 90s, niggas used to chill, all that stuff. Now, niggas might still be cool, but they don't do it as much no more, because, like, oh, y'all niggas is trades, y'all niggas is neighbors, we don't fuck with each other.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact, bro. And it's funny because I remember when the Crips was doing a 6-point start, and it was like, we ain't know no better. We was doing a 5-point start. You know what I'm saying? And this learning history, we began to realize what was what and who was who. You know what I'm saying? But we always deaf, dumb, and blind. It was just the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Not to cut you, I see American Ink say, I'm repeating things everybody already know. Yeah, I'm repeating things everybody already know, because I'm not going to put certain things on the internet. You're on the internet. I don't know you niggas. I'm not saying that as a disrespect, but what we believe in, we don't put our business out here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to iterate things.
Because it's different.
To be fact, whether you know it already or not. I'm not going to go into certain details of business and
like, yo, this was, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be honest with you. There's a difference from somebody. Like I give a good example, right? And I know a bunch of Crips. I know a whole bunch of Crips. I never seen a Crip. No matter how much they love Bloods, they might go, that's my homie right there. He's official. But I never seen a Crip go, yo, go ask the homie how real I am. Huh?
Yeah, not because you're Jim Brown. You see MGB? My homie started that. That was the focus. It was actually MGFD first. It was Montgomery got the focus package. Then they took the F out of the name and called it Montgomery Gang to the Psyche. From that set is actually from Montgomery between Utica and Schenectady.
See? You're here in Brooklyn, the era.
That was from Albany, but that set is originally from Montgomery between Utica and Schenectady. Now 47 Montgomery Avenue. That's the building that started it.
Because because you want to know what it is they're hearing about a time that has nothing to do with jail. You know what I'm saying? So now in the streets, it was a different vibration. A vibration that a lot of dudes never got to feel. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It was like New York was looking like Compton. If you went to Brownsville with a red flag on in certain areas and you ain't know nobody or you wasn't deemed official by them, so that's what I'm saying. A lot of dudes wasn't going to Brooklyn because of that. Like, nah, I ain't going out there. Or if they went to Brooklyn, they went to where they knew the homies was at. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew them Crips was crazy deep. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? That's what, and they hear this is like, yo, but why in jail? It's not like what dudes is telling you. Them Crips do pop out in jail. It's just that it's as weird as it sounds, a lot of Crips catch Fed charges. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that do go to jail, a lot of them come from that roster culture anyway. So they fall right into the Rastafarian services. But you know who's who. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I like about the Crips is that they say you got some that could deny the flag and get away with that. Who cares? But one thing about them is that when I was in a jail with a Crip named John J. You hear me? With Long Island. They knew he was Crip. The homies ain't move on him. The only homie that had a fight with him was they fought with him because a situation with a Buffalo nigga. But other than that, John J was I'm Crip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And he had two Crips with him. Like a lot of times you hear these stories from individuals like, yo, nah, the Crips be tucking their tail and they signing. It really don't be like dudes know who's Crip. It's just that Jamaicans hang out with Jamaicans. That's just one thing about West Indians. When you go to any jail, West Indians hang out with West Indians. It's just that's their culture. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I peeped that. Like, nah, he Crip, but he West Indian. So he fall right under the West Indians. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is, bro. Then you got some dudes that's be on their shit. I'm on my Crip shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, a lot of dudes will be wanting no smoke, man. That's why a lot of dudes they'll send a crash dummy at niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's hard for me to understand. For if we get 8 blood OGs to say I wasn't with the blood and Crip shit, how did you allow another generation to push a blood and Crip agenda? You understand what I'm saying, King Crip? That doesn't make sense. If your niggas is the funders of what's going on in New York State, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? In New York, right? How do you allow another generation to push, yo, we're going to war with Crips? That's, you know, and he was throwing shots. I'm not throwing shots. That doesn't make sense. That means that what you created that was man-made doesn't make sense. If another generation dictates the movement of what goes on in New York. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Because I ain't gonna lie to you, man. There was a lot of Crips in Flatbush. And there's a lot of dudes that's homie that lived in Flatbush that wasn't acting the way they be acting when they get to them spots. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about the big homies, these young niggas. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? There's a lot of niggas I seen get slapped by Crips. I seen that shit in the spot.
You hear me?
Yeah.
You see back then, to go back on that statement you made, back in the day, once you go to jail, whether it be Rikers Island or upstate, once you tell niggas that you from Flatbush, whether you Crip or not.
Yeah, Flatbush. They put you in the Crip bracket. You from Flatbush? Oh, he Crip. And it's funny because it's like y'all allowed another generation to push that agenda. Now, somebody hit my inbox, down in one of my comments, yo, but Magoo's a real nigga. Listen, I know a bunch of real niggas. Y'all keep acting like these jail niggas is just the realest niggas in the world. But I get it. That's your idol. I can't take that from you. What I'm saying is, if it was easy to make peace with the Latin kings, why is it not easy in jail to make peace with the Crips? You hear me? That's my issue. That's my, like, why, if you're the head of the situation, of a major situation, you can't go, yo, you know what? We ain't people do Crip niggas no more. Let's leave that shit alone. But why you won't go with that? You know what I'm saying? How many times I was in the spot and Latin King came to me and told me that somebody was Crip, and that fucked me up, like, what? You know what I'm saying? What are you telling me for? Nah, I was on the island with him. Why are you telling me for? So I'm supposed to jump out the window and beat one of mines up or stab one of mines, but you know what I'm saying? You were not saying no black and Puerto Rican shit, but you understand the logic of what I just said? A Puerto Rican comes to me and tells me about a Crip in the building. Huh? But I can't tell you about your ops because that's when y'all get Puerto Rican on me. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, hold on, Zeke, cool. You hear me? Let's say he do some funny shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My shit got to be investigated. Huh?
You heard of Ebbets Field, right?
Huh?
You heard of Ebbets Field Project, right?
Yeah, Ebbets Field, right by Empire Skating Ring. I remember that spot.
Yeah, and that project was always GD. It always had Crips in it too, but it was always predominantly GD. But
Fact.
I just say that to say this: a block away from Ebbets Field is not but Latin Kings, and they supposed to be enemies. Right
Yeah.
here on Empire between Rogers and Northgate is nothing but Latin Kings.
Yeah.
That's a block away from Evansville.
Yeah. That's a 5 and a 6. That's the real 5 and 6, right? Folks, you know what I'm saying? You're right, folks. Kings. It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why we need the brothers like you to speak. We need brothers like, you know, Smitty to speak, because people are getting a better, clearer understanding. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? People may say Zeke is bugging out for Spanish Harlem. I'm just trying to understand that, yo, bro, why are we killing each other for? Why are we talking to each other for? You know what I'm saying? When, if y'all said that Ops was another race, we're cool with them, but I'm going to target somebody of my own color because of a flag. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And we know there's a bunch of dead homies, and we know it's not shit that didn't happen. But that happened because of false information that was given. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because the Crips is minding their business until a lot of homies started running up on y'all talking about what that blue be like. Am I right? You know what I mean? Y'all was doing your own little thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? When I was in Albany, the Crips is minding their business. Because I said, you know what? There's no way we woke up on a Thursday and there's 1,000 Crips in the town. So they been Crip. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We just kept fucking with them. He just kept fucking with them. He just kept fucking with them. And now they fucking said, fuck it. I'm wearing my blue rag and I'm ready to go to war for this shit. And that's what we do. You say, oh shit, this is crazy. You know what I mean? We force niggas' hands. Because there's no way that New York City was really cripped out before blooded out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But jail, mass incarceration made these dudes want to get down. But what I'm trying to say is, man, we gotta have black love, man. It's all black love, man. And that's what I'm pushing, man. I don't want to push the agenda. I'm not going against gang. We have to find common ground in love. Don't let the gang, but there's animosities, but don't let the gang put you in those situations, man. You know what I'm saying? We all learn, man. Exactly. We all learn. We all learn from our mistakes. We learn from growing up. But definitely, King Crip, I appreciate you calling in, bro. You hear me?
Yeah, you already know, bro. Anytime.
You know what I'm saying? And definitely shout to Shaquille. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout to Scully. You know what I'm saying? I know I was to the moon the other day, but you're educating the people, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's Latin Kings down the block, 5 and 6.
I'm going to try to set it up with you, where I set it up with Scully. And next time, I just have you talk directly to him on my phone.
Gotcha. I'm going to be sober because you know what? Because they put him in a narrative. Yes.
And see whenever you're available.
Copy. Because they put him in a narrative that was crazy. Like, what Skelly's story had to do with the Bloods? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, Skelly can, like, he spoke his piece that day, and he can speak his piece more. You know what I'm saying? I seen Skelly in 5 points. I was in 5 points when he pulled up. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I was with Ninja in 5 points too. You know what I'm saying? So I know about the Black Lion movement. You know what I'm saying? Because me and Ninja was in horticulture together. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And Ninja from Harlem. You know that, right? East Harlem. He from Wagner.
Yeah.
He from Wagner. You know what I'm saying? He had them long ass dreads up to his feet. You know what I'm saying? You know, I appreciate.
Even the dude Bum near Chapel spoke about. That's my bro too. He out here with me too.
Yeah. Salute, man.
Yeah, but salute the chat.
Salute the chat, man. Salute. We're gonna do this more often, man. We're letting the people speak. We're letting the people that was involved speak, man. Everybody got a voice, you know what I'm saying? And this is how we're gonna restore the feelings, you know what I'm saying? But definitely go check out old Borsley's show with Tankhead, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna restore the feelings, you know what I'm saying? Because we're not here sensitive or none of that. You know what I'm saying? And you know, shout out to King Lo, man. I gotta put him on the title. You heard? King Lo called in again, you know what I'm saying? And this is real talk. He was able to, talk to the people, man. So with that being said, I've been up all day. I've been working, going crazy. I gotta get ready to go to work again. Thank you, salute. Good night. Zach Gabble to another state. I appreciate everybody that came through. Shout out to Evansville, Empire Skating Ring. Shout out to the Shower Posse. Shout out to everything in Flatbush, East Flatbush, 90s, Marcus Garvey Village. You know what I'm saying? Salutes, D Brim. Hit my DM. My IG is Z Black Feed the Wolves. Check out the disco interview on Underworld Radio. Download the app to Reflex Radio. You get the disco interview from last Sunday. With that being said, man, I appreciate y'all. Salute, salute, salute. And I will speak to y'all tomorrow night. You heard? With that being said, 21 gun salute. Peace and love and unity. Free Ferg Brim. That's a fact.